Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lunch Table,
the podcast where every teen voice has a mic.
Now pull up a chair and let's get started.
I'm your host, Dylan.
And I'm your host, Reagan. Today we'll discuss how much of the teen experience is affected by social media. Now, did you know that teens are 2 times more likely to develop mental health illnesses such as depression and anxiety from social media?
We interviewed consumers, counselors, and coaches and spoke with some friends.
So let's get into it.
And what is your name? And I'm not going to disclose your age.
Okay, so I'm Najee Gatson. I am the Director of Corporate Work Study here and also the head boys basketball coach at Cristo Rey Atlanta.
Okay.
My name is Layla and I'm 15.
Name, Yolanda Boyd. Profession, I am a educator trainer, school counselor.
My name's Trenton Dean, I'm 18.
Whether we like it or not, social media kind of runs things. How we see ourselves, how we act, and even the things that we care about. It affects us so much to the point where our lives are consumed by it.
Wait, Dylan, what do you mean? I only check it like 10 times a day. That's not being consumed.
Girl, exactly. That is too many times. Now, let's see what our other peers had to say.
How often do you check social media in a day?
Like 20, I guess.
At least like 8 to 10 times a day.
I would say 10 to 12 times.
Do you believe teenagers today rely too much on social media for validation?
Yes. I've seen it. I've been the head high school coach now for 9 years. I've been around education. This is year 10 being in education. Yes, most definitely. It's too much out there, right? My players DM more than they text. So they're always on Instagram, they're always on social media and things like that. So they definitely rely on it too much for everything. Yeah.
Yes. So teens equate likes to their self-worth.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So like, every like is like a hit of dopamine.
How do you think like the likes or comments or followers, like how do you feel that affects the way that you see yourself?
To me, it doesn't really affect me because I'm posting it for myself and not for others. So I don't really care how people see it.
Okay.
Sometimes they do because it's like you want to have a big engagement group for what you post, and it's like if you don't get the certain reaction that you were looking for or something like that, then it's like you may feel differently about yourself or you feel down about it.
About what you're doing in life?
I'm an athlete, so like seeing like other athletes have like a couple thousand likes on their posts, it definitely drives me to like be like, oh, I want to have like 500 likes and like 600 likes. So it definitely takes an effect and like toll on what I want for my feed on my profile. So it's kind of like different.
And what is something that you wish adults will understand about teens and social media?
I wish adults would understand, like, sometimes social media is an outlet for kids who might not want to talk to somebody about something that's going on in their life.
It is a bigger deal than it may seem to them because of the gap in our lives. The adults didn't have as much social media to rely on as we do, so they don't see it as such a big part in our lives and they don't value it as much as we do.
I wish adults understood that like social media is a thing for teens. It's like an outlet for teens. Like some teens, they go on social media just to see what others are doing, or you also can learn things on social media. So social media is not like bad. I want adults to know that it's not bad, but like it's what you take from it. You know what I mean? Like you can learn things. They have negative things and also got positive things. So it's just kind of how you take it,
If you could give teens one piece of advice about social media, what would it be?
First off, be careful what you post because everybody is watching, right? And sometimes what you post you can't take back. So be careful about what you're posting and just think about your brand and your image and what you want to portray, right? Because you're not going to be a teenager forever. You're going to be an adult. You're going to be applying for jobs, and people will have access to your social media history. So be careful what you post. Don't spend too much time on it. You know what I mean? Take breaks. It's okay to take breaks from your mental health. You don't have to respond to everything that's put out there, right? Some people are trolls for a living, right? Everybody has an opinion, doesn't mean you have to agree with them, right? When you respond to people online who have negative things to say, you give them your power, right? Sometimes just let it roll off your back, take a break when needed, and like I said, be mindful of what you are portraying your brand to be.
In a teenage world where likes and comments dictate self-worth and filters match reality,
social media has become a mirror that shows who we want to be and not our true reflection. So always remember to
be you. Find out who you are. I can't just give one, but it's be you. Learn to love you.
Mm-hmm.
You are more than your likes, your followers, or the comments. You're created special.
Yes.
You're fearfully and wonderfully made, and take the time to figure out the wonders about yourself, because you might actually be surprised.